Out of the zone. Good back check, Parker. Uh-oh. Caden Lai fumbled it. And the Jets have it in the offensive zone. Centering pass deflected. Good save, Remy. Good kick to the corner by Remy from the point shot. And now Parker's got it, turning. He's going to make a move past a guy and skate it up through the neutral zone. We got a 3-on-2. Kicks it out. Bad pass. Ben's not able to get to it. And what did they call? 5 blue. So that's the sound of the police. And number 5 in the Jets is going into the penalty box. Whelan says, you can't do that. And I agree with him. So, folks, before Mason shows up, I don't think Hillsy's coming up, but I'm going to drop my the joke here that we saw. We'll wait till the next whistle for that, though. The Nesper sign of the day joke. Schilling D to D. Michael throws it towards the net, and it's playable, but that'll be not icing because they're on the PK. But it goes the length of the ice, and Michael will go down and throws it off the side of the net. And their 1 forechecker takes it away, and he's going to skate it, mix a cross-ice pass. Riders need to get organized here. All right, Carson's got it behind the net. We are not organized right now. Oh, my goodness, boys. Come on. What is going on? Riders struggling on the power play to get the puck out of the zone. And the Jets will just dump it deep. Oh, my goodness. Not good right here. And the goalie just lost his stick. And they're shooting on us. Shorthanded. Oh, it's in the crease. And hopefully Michael just gets that out of the zone at least. And another turnover. And they'll throw it deep again. They're hungry. Look at the Jets smell blood in the water right now. And their 1 forechecker continues to disrupt the power play breakout. And another turnover. And the Jets throw it into the crease again. 27 seconds left on the power play. The Riders haven't even gotten the puck into the zone yet. Several shots on goal. This is not what we were looking for from the power play. Dom struggles, and there we go. We got it finally with 11 seconds into the offensive zone. A little toe move, a little shot on goal. Too much individual play there. That will not be icing, but the power play will expire. And the Riders gain the zone and stop it up. Oh, come on. Boom. Come on. Oh, and their goalie will cover it. Here we go with an offensive zone face-off. That's 90. Taking the draw with 58. It comes out of the zone. Schilling can't hold it in. He's out there with Lee's camp, feeling the pressure. And it does get out of the zone and then back in for the offsides. Good call, Larson. So 90, 58, and 12 out there with 23 and 65 for the Riders. Lee's camp can't handle the puck out of the zone, and the shot onto the goal tipped. Remy's able to push it off to the corner. They'll leave that guy down low. They got a guy in front of the net, deflecting. Lots of deflected shots in front of the net. Again, 14 blue working hard in front of the net. And they go D to D and another point shot. Another save by Remy. It's a good job, Riders, in their D-zone coverage. Loose puck at the Tyson sign. Held in by the Jets. Referee covered his face up on that one. And Caden Lai is going to get that puck behind the net and rims it around right to the Jets player. Sinclair's going to get it. It's out of the zone, right to the middle of the ice, and the Jets have it. They'll work it up the wall. Sinclair tries to break it down, can't. It gets into the zone. And a shot on goal. So the Jets get the puck into the house and bury one in. It's 1-0 Kansas City over the Riders with 3:51 here left in the first period.
Go Riders!
Referees having a little discussion here in the middle of the ice. And we'll have a puck drop. Lukaska wins it. Back to Frangella, over to Lee's camp, and back to Frangella. Now it's loose in the neutral zone. KC tries to dump it in right to Frangella's stick. A smart move up and out of the zone. Cody's got to get his feet moving. Get it deep. All three forwards all clustered together there for the Riders. And KC's going to get it out of the zone. Dom dumps it deep. Gloved up by the KC player. He puts it down and throws it out of the zone. Right back in. We got to tag up, boys. We got to tag up. Nap, turn around. There you go. Go to your D, Ben. All right. Chipped in. Through the neutral zone. KC, and Schilling drops his stick. Guy wide open in front. Come on, Ben, tie him up. There we go. Get that puck out. All right. That puck's going to go the length of the ice, and he's going to not wave the icing off, which is the right call. So Riders ice the puck. Hopefully can get organized in their D-zone coverage here. You got 72, 36, 65, 82, and 80 out there. Puck's down behind the net. Jets have it. There, Seiler's got it. Chips it to the wall to himself. Gets it through the neutral zone. Can't handle it into the zone. That's going to be offsides. So puck will go drop down here. Holt will take this face off. Puck goes back and into the RoughRiders D zone. Caden Lai's going to get there, but he's being pressured. Loses it. And the Jets have it. They're going to set up their offense here. Up to the point. Back down low. Good D there. Schilling pins his guy. Parker can't handle his guy. And Jets back to the point. D to D. Shot off a leg. I think that was Schilling's leg that it hit. Riders throw it out, but Jets get it and toss it back in. Riders have it. And the Jets take it away, and they're in their offensive zone here. Lost along the wall. Parker's can't get control of it. Shot or centering pass. Jets in the house. Can't do anything with it. Good save, Remy, off his blockers. That one snuck in there. Gus throws it against the wall. 23 in blue just out hustles everybody, and They'll lose it out of the zone, but regroup here. Riders need to change, and they need to do it quick. And 7 defenseman takes it right in. Gets a shot, but it deflected over the net. Parker's got it behind the net. Up to the wing. Seiler falls down. Slow to get up. Now he's got it. Chips it to nobody. There he's got it. Tries to go through the legs of the Kansas City player, and that doesn't go. Now Parker to the sidewall, and Gunkel's giving chase. Gunkel forechecking. KC's going to stop behind their net. And they're going to set up their breakout, which gets it out of the zone, but turned over. And Boatman's got it with some time and space. Makes a move, tied up. Oh, shit, he's going to the box. He put the guy right in the numbers. Sorry about sorry for the slip up there. He hit the guy right in the back of the numbers, and he went headfirst into the boards, and that might be he might be getting kicked out. So he gets up and goes to the bench. That was 43 in blue. Hope he's okay. Very slow to get up. Head down on the bench. Hopefully he's all right. That was a scary hit. So Gage Boatman goes to the box. It looks like he's going to get 2, but there might be a little extra here. It looks like the referee's over there talking to coach. I think he got the 2 and the 10 probably. Yeah. So Phillips is going to go serve the penalty. I think Gage is going to be in there for a little while. So I think we got a 2 and a 10. And we are on the penalty kill. All right, Riders win the draw, and Michael's going to get it out and throw it the length of the ice with 17 seconds left in the period. Your Riders are on the PK. So long outlet pass to the Jets, and they'll skate it through the neutral zone, and they are in, setting up their power play offense with only 4 seconds left. Thinks he's got more time than he does. That no goal. It was wide anyway, but shot right at the whistle. Maybe a tad after the whistle. They're talking about it. That is a little bit late on that. We're good. We're going to take a quick pause here.
Oh, I know, yeah, I just did. And I got this guy as well. The good stuff. At the end of one period, we have 1 goal for Kansas City, 0 for Cedar Rapids. And we are back at it once again at the stable as we are on the penalty to start off the period. Tries to center a shot to the net as we have Stosky Schilling, the defensive pairing, Yeldon and Manziel for the forwards here on this PK unit. Here come the start, the Jets, moving the puck back and forth, back over with a face-off circle. Back to the point, moves it back to 41. Long shot there on the rebound in front. Missed it, rebound shot again, knocked away, and another save made there by Remy Michael with the clear. Back over, much needed line change, half through the power play. As here come the Jets entering inside the zone again, 21. A fast out in front there, the centering feed by 37, just not enough. Back to the point again, another quick shot into the glove. You know what, before I forget, I might as well pick up this. Let's try to use this a bit more today. All right. Winning the draw again here for Kansas City. Diving up ahead was Yeldon. Another shot. They're dropping the puck. Rebound on the side at the crease. And finally picked up. Now Manziel tries to pick the puck outside of the zone. Unable to do so. Another shot again. Deflected towards the net, but he missed. Yeldon tries to get the clear. Gets it out to the neutral zone. 15 seconds left on the power play. With it, and that is going to be offsides. All right. 4 shots and goals for Cedar Rapids, 15 for Kansas City. And we have 2 players in the box. So did somebody get a 2-10 while I was gone? Because there's Gage and Phillips in there. Phillips is just about to come out of the box. And without Gage, this is going to be really tough offensively on us. Here's the check into the boards, wide open on the side. Now he picks it up, back to 13. Now he's getting peppered right there by Langerman. Throws it right to Drake. Finally able to come up with it, fires it up towards the net, but a hit a body in front. Kansas City makes a breakout pass back to 23. Tries to get past Leeskamp. He knocks it out of his hands. Here's a check. Now picking it up. Gunkel with it. Tries to take the middle. Unable to get towards the net. Missing the puck. There's a check there. Heavy one on Schilling. And here's a whistle. By the official, as they call it, on 23 in blue, Everett Crabb, the freshman out of Olaf Northwest. As the Riders will go on the power play. Aiden taking the center off the face-off. Phillips and Manziel for the wingers. Eli and Frangilla for the defenseman. What a start, boys. Wow, way to go. Here we go. 2-on-1 at the moment. 26 fires the shot over top of the net. Here we go to the neutral zone. And the Jets just wasting some time. D to D. Now they go looking. Just sends it deep down inside the zone. Here comes Fran with the shoulder check. Backhanded pass over to Lai, who sets this one up. The Phillips, moving it out just a little bit too far of Manziel's reach. Lai goes deep. Back to him now, the puck goes. Skating away with it, sends this one right up the Seiler and barely getting anything off the puck, and it's sent down again. Remy decides to just let it here for Cedar Rapids defense to go to work. Here he goes, crossing through the blue line. barely getting a stick on that one. Holt just decides to backhand it inside the zone deep. Now Yeldon trying to steal it from 43. Throwing it up, and here it goes outside of the ice sheet into the stands of the bottom row. So with 52 seconds left on the man advantage, we're gonna have a line change. Stasky and Leeskamp paired up for the first time. First time in a while those two are put together. Sinclair put his center. Yeah, we were getting pretty. We're going to switch it up. I like the change. Langerman and Drake for the wingers. Let's see what Hayden can do here. Here comes Michael. He gets the puck stolen away. 5. One-timer chance in front. Dangerous opportunity. They tried to give it the free again. Back up to the .7. Winding up a shot. Missing the net. Back around. Trying to hold it as 19. Tries to swap it up ahead. Now moving it back to Stasky, who just zips it up the middle. Not sure why he did that. Sinclair tries to enter inside the zone. He fell over, pushed up against the boards. Leeskamp decides to throw it right back into the traffic. And Michael will get the puck back as soon as the power play ends. And that was a horrific power play, to say the least. Here's a quick shot there from Langerman over top of the net. And I'm just saying, it's hard to win games when you do get those opportunities on the power play. You do absolutely nothing about it. You've got to have some more pursuit. You've got to have... Yeah. .27. That's Riggs on top of Leeskamp for a moment. It's sent all the way out to 19. Moving it here. Back to free. Sends it in deep once again into the corner. Cedar Rapids getting beat to every single puck battle. Back in indirectly. The 5 in front. Shot out in front. The rebound eventually covered up. Look how many shots this Kansas City team is getting on the penalty kill. It's unbelievable. Off the draw, battling for it. Riders come up with it for a moment, sending it through. Langerman trying to get on top of the puck. He has it. Backhanded attempt. Fires a shot over into the crease. Now Frangella with the clear inside the rebound, diving on his belly, and eventually covering it with the glove just in the nick of time before anybody is able to swipe in the puck or take a shot attempt at least. Another face-off, moving it through. We won the draw, but we couldn't get it into our own defenseman in time. Stosky has to go recover it here. 22 right on top of him. Drake moves it out in front. The Langerman, who moves it to the Kansas City defense. 19 uses the boards. 18 flips it up ahead. Free almost got on top of it first. Stosky just threw it up ahead. Hayden and the pressure falling over into the boards. Picking this one up. Dom's going to have to stop. And he got back in time. It's onside. Frangella moves it out to Gunkel here, over by the boards. He's going to get shouldered over. He fell a little bit into the boards as he lost his balance. Langerman trying to control the puck. You knock it on the outside of the zone. 22 trying to get on top of it. Free. That's Norman. Norman battling for it against Schilling. Now there's support there by a rider. Falling over in the corner. 22 getting involved as well. 18 just throws it out in front of the Free. Back to the point. 19, that was Austin with the drop. Austin sends it up the other way. Picked up by Norman. Stolen away by Holt. Schilling moves it out the lie. Indirectly to Yeldon. Yeldon just gives it over, but it's picked up by Seiler trying to make a move, jumping around, falling over at the end. Here come the Jets trying to get past the man, taking the body. Had it for a moment. Finally picked up. Kansas City sends it through. One man hard on top of Lie. Stolen away. Backhanded shot. Knocked away there by Remy. Careview with a save. Up against the boards. Underneath. 25 absolutely lays the boom on Holt with a shot on in front. The rebound. Diving through. Pulping around. Out to the other side. Eventually picked up by the Riders. Here comes Yeldon taking the outside. Just zips it right into the defenseman. Blocking it. He wants to take a shot, but he can't really do that. Sent over. Blocked away. And sent in deep. That should be icing. We'll take it here for Cedar Rapids. Offensive draw for the boys. Off the draw, Phillips trying to get on top of it. Now he's worked off the puck. Trying to keep it in is Michael, redirected by two different players. And picked up by 41 at the very end. Sending it right to the middle. Could have been dangerous for Kansas City. Held up against the boards. Sends it right to 25. Dropped it. Michael just sends it up the middle. Gives it to Phillips. Now to Aiden. Aiden trying to get past one man. He wasn't able to do so. Dropping the puck. Kansas City trying to enter inside the zone. 21. Far shot over top of the right corner. Given the 13, back to 27. Picked up here by the Riders. Sends it right up over top. Past the defenseman. We'll get the line change. But the face-off will be inside our own zone. Underneath them. Langerman trying to angle him off. Dom had the puck on his stick for a moment. Held up against the boards. Gives it right to 13. Now Sinclair is trying to get on top of it too. Bouncing puck around, going right back to Fran. Worked off the puck, 14. Tries to throw it up to the defenseman. Trying to move the puck. Giving right to Fran. Just tries to send it right up everybody. Give it right to the defense. Throws it in, a quick rebound. Bouncing through. 14 from behind the net has it. On his backhand, he sends it up to 13. There was Donovan from the point. Redirected in front the shot there from 26 at the end. Almost got through to Remy. Uncle unable to come up with the pass. 7 pulls back towards the boards. He read him like a book. Sends it up the middle where bodies of riders are all at. Seiler moves around with the puck, sends it, and gives it right to 26, who sends it in deep. Line change here for the visitors. Calling for the puck. That's indirectly. He's going to get it. Falling over. He's going to need some support. Here comes Seiler in trying to get the puck. Moving it out to 23. Just sends it up right past everybody. Soski just holds it. Throws it back out to Seiler. Takes it. Gives it out to Yeldon. Zips it back to him. Inaccurate pass. Jets move it back outside of the zone. 22. Korn with it. Fires a shot. Korn gets run over, though. 18. Now back to the point. 19 holds it in. 18 with it again. Getting attacked there by Schilling. Hits the Kansas City bench. Just throws it towards the net. And he lost the puck as the whistle. With the official whistle, Gage Boatman is out of the penalty box for the first time since the first period. Good to see him back on the bench here for Cedar Rapids. Kansas City winning the face-off for a moment, but taken away by Manziel. Tried to throw it right through the feet of the Kansas City defenseman. Moving it right to 18, trying to drive in Jurovich with it, driving away. Back to Frangella. 22. Now Jurovich, the centering feed, the 23. Frangella trying to get on top of it. Jurovich tries to shoot it. Up ahead, 41. Moves it D to D. 19, a low shot out in front. Behind the net. Held in for a moment on his backhand. Trying to shove him off the puck. Phillipson for support. 3-on-2. Underneath his skates still. Kicks it back to himself. Tries to go inside past Manziel. Getting a stick on top of it. 41 sends it right to 23. Tries to take the puck away. Sends it to the point. Dropping it there was Austin. Moves it to 41. Ekton moves it to Austin. Austin gets the puck intercepted there by B. B tries to go wide of him. He'll take a check. 19 will fall over as a result. Sinclair picks this puck up, driving in behind the net. Aiden just holding it. Backhanded pass out in front to Schilling. Now Lai tries to give it out to Drake. Gunkel just throws other way. There was Gage. He wanted the one-timer attempt. He was open and had a lane there. A good shot opportunity. Still has the puck on his stick. Unable to pull the trigger, though. Lai from the point. Shot out in front. No. There's a lane. No screen, though. Throws it back in. Here comes 37. Indirectly uses the board. Tries to give it to his teammate. Pulls back up again. Another shot. Knocked away by the stick of the goaltender. Going through a Kansas City man with the pass. It goes back to the Jets. Oh! Just turned over towards the boards and completely lost his edge. 17 now. Going and wrapping around. Here comes Lai. Lai backing it past the Gunkel. Given the 7. Now back to 13. Up ahead. Gunkel tries to get on top of the puck. Schilling put a stick in the lane. Almost knocked him off. Jets backhanded pass. Just goes right to Cedar Rapids. Moves it right to Yeldon. Backhanded. Throws it inside the zone. Here comes Holt. Holt avoids a check. wanting to pass it in front, knocked away. The Jets saw that. Here they come. 5 just drives around, past the blue line, sends it free right to Seiler, who absolutely knocks himself over, giving the 26 right in front. A dangerous area for the Riders, but it's covered up. As Kiravu will halt play with 14.2 seconds to go left in the second period. Winning the draw. Michael sends it through all the way. Tries to get it outside of the zone. It doesn't leave. Stassi gets it again. Chips it out to Aiden. Now back to Kellen. And that will do it. Period number 2. And the Riders down by 2 and unable to put up a tally. I'll be back shortly for period number 3. There we go. This is perfect. All right, let's see what we got here for this third period. We still have a chance. We're down by 2 now. We've been down worse before. But speaking of comebacks, this JV team is, now that I think about it, I don't think we have a single comeback this whole season. It's a comeback victory. So, it's certainly against our identity, to say the least. But here's a quick shot there by Seiler, but anything is possible in hockey. So we'll see what this team has and what they have underneath themselves to show what they got. Here's a pass there, almost intercepted, but it was tipped away there by 22. Kansas City with possession right now in our own end. Holt trying to knock him off the puck. Has it right now, pulls back away, backhanded pass to Michael. Knocked him into the boards. 23 tries to send it through past Seiler. Falling to the ground. 23 trying to pick it up. A lot of bodies in front. Trying to control the puck. Gets sent over to the boards. 41 tried to get on top of it. He was knocked over. With it, Stasky tries to throw it up the gut up the boards. 23 here puts his body up against Schilling. Steals the puck away. Tries to send it up the middle, high up in the air. Had it on his forehand. Now 22 trying to get a knack of it. Holt has it instead. Flipped it out to the other weak side. Yeldon on top of it. Throws it up. Moves it to Holt. Couldn't find the puck up until now. 23 tries to angle him off. Sent in deep for a line change. Up in the corner. 32 trying to move past the rider. Aiden read him all the way. 21 now picks it up. Nicholson with the puck past the red line. Sends it in. Off his backhand. On the Frangella's 32. Nicholson steals it away. Throws it in. 37. Angles off a lie. Him against 2 riders. Picks it up. 23. The centering feed there. Unable to put the shot away. Out from the point. A body in front of was blocked. Unable to find the puck. Pulls back away. Throws it to the center. Goes to the point. 41 with a shot. Ripped out behind. Moves him off the puck. Ryder sends it up. Kept inside. Here, possibly could have been 37 all alone. He has it right now. Falling over. Losing his balance and giving back to the Riders. B crosses the red line. Sends it in deep for a line change. Getting back on the ice. Boltman tries to angle him off. Leeskamp. Right to Carson. Schilling gives it right to Drake. But pinching in on the play was Chet. Able to knock it away. With it, Amon throws it right over to 27. Knocked away out of his hands was Leeskamp with the poke check. Throws it in. Schilling behind the net. Throws it right to Kellen. Kellen makes a move in front of the net. Bouncing puck over. Almost past the blue line. Now it is. 5 sends it out. 13-7. Amon with it. Who sends it through off the boards. Right to Gage. Gage gets checked from behind. That's an easy penalty to call. And here's a nice little break for Cedar Rapids. Check from behind on Quentin Tyreski, the freshman from Blue Valley West. Off the draw, Yeldon gives it to Frangella, spinning around on the circle. Who gives it now the lie, goes in for a shot, gets it there, rebound on the front, goes back the line, slap shot, one-timer, pulls up, and now outside of the zone they go. Kansas City, 2-on-1, here they come, with a shot in front, the deflection in front in the blue paint, and Kansas City with their second shorthanded goal of the game. And just right after Cedar Rapids, they're one of their best opportunities of the game so far. The Jets doing it again. Doing what they do so well. able to pressure the other team and using their speed and creating the rush. 2-on-1, hard to beat as a defenseman and goaltender. And the Jets really enforcing their will on the Riders. Aiden tries to keep it inside the zone, giving right back to him. Here, if it takes a shot right into the glove. Halting play. Face off. Won there by Kansas City. Trying to keep it inside the zone. He sends it to Gage. Boltman now to Sinclair. Sinclair tried to move it over to Gunkel. 7-19 tries to flip it through. Throws it up past the blue line. Michael, head on a swivel, sends it through the Leafs camp. Now back up the middle. Off of Sinclair's stick. It goes right over to a Rider. Sends it through a shot there. Stassi goes in for a line change. Opens up space for 22 to skate. Leafs camp tries to knock him off. Tries to poke check instead. Pulls up and takes a shot. Hit the back of the blocker of the stick. Create separation here for Cedar Rapids. And sent back in deep again. Past the red line. 47 seconds left on the power play. And for some reason, we can't even pick up the puck. 43 sits at the 41 Kansas City. Right through the Schilling. Now a foot race for the puck. 27 going in. He beats Lie to the puck. Sends it through right on the Caribou. Who covers it up? $21-80 in the face-off, won by the home team. Yeldon tries to get on top of it against 7. Holt leaves at the Dom. Frangella has support from Gus from the blue line, and that was pretty despicable right there because we just got ourselves under our offsides. And you love how we fumble over at the blue line. Face-off won by the Riders. Stosky falling over. He's going to have to get back up. Here come the Jets. Quick shot on the goal! And another mistake leading to another goal. 4-0 Kansas City. So you're telling me they have 3 shorthanded goals on the game? They have 3. Like, 3. They only have 1 even strength goal. That's crazy. And heck, even that 1 goal that I didn't even see, that could have been shorthanded too. So that this could possibly be a 4 shorthanded goal game. We definitely know it's 3, but I'm gonna have to look back at the tape to see if it's 4. But this is just sad. Just what I said, the lack of power play and the awareness. Just unable to set the edge. And look at how many mistakes we were making right now. Trying to make it outside of the zone. Here's a good pass. Here we go, Gunkel. Tries to go in. The puck is knocked off of his stick immediately. 41 sends it rimming through outside of the blue line. That's going to be an easy icing call. But this team just really struggling offensively. Just gotta hope somebody can put one in on one of these shifts. Off the draw, it went over to the winger. On top of it, Aiden tries to get a stick on the puck. Given right the 19 up across the boards. Takes a check, held up against the wall. Held there. Tries to throw it in past the body. Here come the Jets on another 2-on-1. 5 has support. Looking off the post, it seems, but it was knocked away. Skips out of side of the zone. 19 goes D to D. Back inside past the red line. Zips it in. Tries to get it on net. Couldn't get all the way. Aiden tries to backhand it to the defenseman, who sends it right the lie. Right up the gut. Right back towards the Jets. In behind Caribou. The defense rims it up the boards. Right over by the Kansas City bench. Takes the body there by Aiden. He's going to go for a line change. Up across the boards indirectly for another pass. Up through. Pass Frangeli. He has to skate back up to recover. Holt's in for him right now. Lai takes it away. Dangling through his own teammate. 26 able to get back in with speed. Moving it from the point. Met a stick there by Ben. 13 just dangling away. Going past one man and knocking the stick out of his hands was Yeldon. One-timer chance blocked away there by Gus. 7 has it again. Getting picked. He got sandwiched in between there with 7. Yeah, that's what I say. Parker Gus sandwich. I'm sorry.
The Yeldon Holt?
Yes. The Yeldon Holt special right there. The breakfast special. Now Seiler in the corner. Tries to center it. Not even close with the pass. Yeah, that's another thing about this dude. We keep on sending it towards the net. Oh, here's a shot opportunity missing the net. We always send it in the offensive zone. Just throw it towards the net. We don't even look. We just throw it there just because you want somebody to shoot it in when nobody is absolutely there. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And whenever we do, it never hits their tape of the stick. Never does. Now Seiler tries to steal the puck in from behind the net. Phillips trying to see the puck. One man on top of him, with a Kansas City man. Up ahead, past Michael, right to Caribou, and it touched the stick at the very last second, halting the icing. Michael tries to get on top of 25, moves it up to 27 here for Kansas City, in a rush right with Manziel. 21 takes a check there from Stosky, keeps the puck up alive, sends it to the point. Wanted the shot, he sends a pass down back to 21. Here's a shot there. Wasn't able to get on top of the net. In the corner, just skates around with it. Takes a check from Leeskamp. He still has the puck. Possession for Kansas City. 43 just sends it in. Incredibly inaccurate, but they still have the puck. Riders send it outside of the zone. Manziel took a check there at the end. Sent in, past the corner. Aiden has it on his stick. Backhands it up ahead past the blue line. And there's Free. He's goes spinning around there on his knees. And the poke check, he takes it away. One-on-one at the moment. Wanted the sharp angle shot. Couldn't get to the net as Statsky interfered with him. Bouncing puck across the boards. 22, now 41, 43 from the point. Holds it back. Here's a redirection at the last moment. Missing the net. Back to the point again. Sends it right through. Bodies in front of the net. Throws it up. Caught in by the point. Throws it in. There's a save made. Front to the other side. Picks it up. Kansas City takes a check there. There's pressure on top of him. 22. Leaves it back to Free. Back to 41. Just throws it back in. Blocked away. Knocked away. Here trying to take the shot. And covered up. Off the draw. 26 has it. Sends it right to 13. Knocked outside of the zone. Lingerman on top of him. Sends it to 26. Jets. Oh, there's a check there on Gage. A little up high, but they won't call anything. The 7 sends it right up to 26. Could not connect with the pass. No icing, though. Bly had it for a moment, knocked off his stick. 14 sent it through to the point. 13 just throws it back in, picked up by our defenseman. Back on his stick, whipped on the clear opportunity. Back to the point, Kansas City. Throws it in, indirectly off the boards. 7, pulls back, just throws it over into the corner. Back to 7, here's a shot, rebound in for a moment. Able to grasp in on the puck before the Kansas City man got on top of it first. 3:36 left to go in the third period. Riders down by 4 goals. Can somebody break the shutout? Falling into the boards was a Kansas City man. Frangella tries to move it outside of the zone. Picked out of the air. Here comes 37 driving back in with speed. Have a shot, they score! Again! Causing the turnover. And Kansas City, Cale Smith with the goal. The sophomore out of Liberty High School buries it. And he's ready to go for another shift. Faceoff goes by the Cedar Rapids bench. Michael goes rounding the net. Sends it right up to the winger. Picked out there. And Remy has to go cover up the puck. Versus 37 underneath their feet. B tries to skate it out. It goes outside the zone. Tries to get a stick on it. Now that's offside. He didn't realize it. Line change for both teams. 30 shots on goals for Kansas City and 10 for your Cedar Rapids RoughRiders as an overall incredibly dominant performance and weekend by the Jets against the Riders. 13 tries to send it to 23. Moves it up ahead. That's going to probably be picked off. Now 22 had it for a moment. Takes a check, hits his own teammate. Gage Boatman tries to get the puck to exit through the Cedar Rapids end. 23 with it. Has it around the net. Skating through, gets the pass out to 18 over on the logo. Boatman tries to knock him off the stick. He gets shoved over there by Boatman. By the shoulder pad of him. 22. Here comes 10. Michael tries to angle him off. Spinning around, dangling, goes back to the point. 7 moves it around the 13. Throws it in, a low shot. Picked up again. Cedar Rapids looking for options, sends it in off a foot. 7 around with it. Oh my gosh, Gunkel absolutely took himself out. Luckily his head did not fall into the boards. That could have been incredibly dangerous right there. Now, oh my gosh, Schilling got absolutely destroyed. Now Gunkel's gonna check him in the back. 23 tries to dive ahead for a shot. Michael throws it right to 13. As you can see the frustration from Cedar Rapids at full force right now. And here comes Gunkel. He's going to go for a line change. Phillips is in on the ice for him. 7 throws it back in. 22 rebound. Backhanded it towards the net. Phillips got to be careful. Phillips knocked off the puck. 14 trying to drive. Going around the net. Just zips it through to the weak side. Going back on Schilling. Put a body up against him. 1 minute to go. Getting a stick on top of the puck and right into the penalty box. And they didn't stop the clock for some reason. I guess they just want the game to be over. Because they're in no hurry to stop it. Oh, now they finally did, like 10 seconds after. Face off in the neutral zone, top left of the logo. Jets go to enter inside the zone once again. Oh, he just ran over Lai. And then he tripped over him at the end. Here's a check there on Lee's camp. Parker tries to throw the body. He's knocked to the ground. Jets move the puck out to 43. From the point with a shot blocked away. Trying to get, oh, he just knocked Lai there and cross-checked him right in the throat. Up high, that's going to be a penalty. And penalty on 14. Yeah, there's a Kansas City player that exited the ice. So the penalty will go on 14. That's what the scoreboard says, but 18 is going to go serve it. Served by Cash Uvodich. Face off won by Kansas City. Just sends it outside of the zone. In past Caribou. Cowan backhands it. The Lie. Calling for the puck as Yeldon had a stick on it. Dropping the pass. Trying to get on top of it. He has it. Sends it through. Tried to get it to Phillips. Just had possession right now in the corner. Now they go. Chops it away. And the Kansas City Jets with the sweep over the Riders. Oh, here's some more jattering at each other as Holt's going to leave the ice. And now here's a little bit of a duel here of Dustin and Larson. As both these teams getting a little chippy towards the end. But that will do it for the JV side of things. Varsity will be coming up next shortly for game number 2.